This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, visited the site where a fire broke out at the address downtown on New Year's Eve. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, who was accompanied by His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Deputy Ruler of Dubai, met members of Dubai's civil defence, the Dubai Police and ambulance, who worked together to manage the emergency situation, and thanked them for their dedication and professionalism. He praised their efficient work in putting out the fire, which did not claim any lives, thanking firefighters, rescue and ambulance teams for their quick response. And continuing with the fire that hit the Address Hotel downtown, all guests and residents affected by the blaze have been relocated across various hotels in the city. That's according to an official statement from the chairman of MR Properties. It was mentioned that operations have been handed back to MR after the completion of a cooling process, and people are now being allowed to go into the hotel in batches in order to reclaim their goods. The boss of MR Properties, Mohammed Al-Abar, was quoted saying that the company has set up a dedicated team from different departments to ensure that all requirements of their guests are being met with immediate effect, while thanking everyone who showed remarkable patience and understanding. The chairman of the mega developer highlighted that all hotel residents were evacuated within 20 minutes in a safe and orderly fashion, which would not have been made possible without the support of Dubai civil defence officials, management teams and hotel staff across Dubai. Preliminary investigations show that the fire originated on the 20th floor before spreading to over 40 floors. According to the police, 16 people were injured and one man suffered a heart attack during the evacuation process at the Address Downtown Hotel on Thursday night, while more than 60 people were treated for mild smoke inhalation and problems caused by crowding. The UAE began enforcing new labour rules today, allowing foreign expat workers to switch jobs without having to leave the country. According to local reports, the new rules issued by the Ministry of Labour also means that employers must send job contracts to their employees in their home country so that they can see the job details before signing on. The ministry said that the rules are intended to guarantee the rights of expat workers and their employers, curtail labour disputes, maintain discipline in the job market, and also to retain talent in the country. Under the new law, employers in the UAE must submit a draft 2-year job contract to the Ministry of Labour with all the correct job details. Employers must also electronically sign the contract before sending it to the worker abroad. Another landmark decision allows both parties to mutually end the job contract and the worker to switch to another job with a new employer in the UAE without having to leave or wait 6 months. A third decision allows foreign workers to travel back home and obtain a new job contract with a different UAE sponsor a year after departure. Other measures enforced by the ministry cover expired work contracts and for expat workers to sign renewed contracts. A new bridge costing 120 million dirhams is set to be built from Al Khail Road to Financial Centre Road. That's according to the Road and Transport Authority. It was revealed that the new project will be undertaken in coordination with MR Properties and is expected to be completed by early 2017. The Director General and Chairman of the Board of Executive Directors of the RTA, His Excellency Mata Al-Taya, was quoted saying that the new project will see the construction of a 2-lane bridge linking Al Khail Road with the Financial Centre Road over a sector extending 920 metres in length and a width ranging from 11 to 15 metres, adding that the project will start from the intersection of Ras Al Khor Road with Al Khail Road. RTA officials stated that the new project will ensure seamless traffic movement. The project also covers lighting and infrastructure works. Officials highlighted that the project will result in raising the road intake to 4,500 vehicles per hour during peak hours, as well as serving several development projects and easing the pressure on the existing roads network. And continuing with the RTA, the authority has decided to make driving culture the key focus area of their drivers' training next year, off the back of a number of surveys. Arif Al-Malik, the director of the drivers' training and qualification at the RTA's licensing agency, was quoted in a local daily saying that they will use the findings to enforce a better behavioural understanding to trainees. Some of the extras under consideration will include dealing with peer pressure and anger management. Another important step that the RTA is planning is staggered theory lectures, as well as mandatory interactive driving simulators, while the key focus of training will highlight responsibility on the road, as well as the consequences of traffic accidents. Residents in Abu Dhabi can expect further hikes to their energy bills, with new tariffs for water and electricity to come into force this month. According to a local newspaper, the new rates aim to encourage residents to rationalise their energy consumption and also contribute towards sustaining natural resources. According to Abu Dhabi Distribution Company, the water tariff for expats will remain unchanged at 5 dirhams and 95 fils for 1,000 litres. But those who exceed the daily limit of 700 litres in flats and 5,000 litres in villas will be charged 10 dirhams and 55 fils per 1,000 litres. The figure is an increase from the 9 dirham 9 fil rate last year. The tariff for expats living in villas using up to 200 kilowatts of electricity per day will also remain flat, but those exceeding the limit will be charged 31.8 fils per kilowatt, up from 21 fils in 2015. Expats living in apartments will have a daily limit of 20 kilowatts and will be charged the same rates for exceeding the limit. And staying in the capital, the Abu Dhabi Department of Transport has announced that paid parking schemes will be expanded across the city in the next 3 years to tackle a space shortage and to improve traffic flow. The department stated that it will monitor demand for parking spaces, and the Abu Dhabi Urban Planning Council will provide the required land and acquire the funds to build parking spaces. And finally, looking to other news now, Spanish tennis star Rafael Nadal made his mark over the New Year weekend over in Abu Dhabi after winning the Mubadala World Tennis Championship for the 3rd time with a stunning performance throughout the competition. The current world number 5 lived up to his expectations of a competitive display and proved to be too strong for Milos Raonic in the finals, after setting up a straight-set win with a 7-6, 6-3 scoreline. The 29-year-old former world number 1 walked away with $250,000 after winning the title and is hoping to be back to his winning ways and recover from his worst season last year, where he failed to win a major for the first time in 10 years. The capital's tennis tournament has been held annually since 2009, with the Spaniard and current world number 1 Novak Djokovic winning the tournament 3 times each. The tournament attracted a large crowd over the 3-day tournament, who caught the players just before they make their way over to Doha to begin the ATP Tours of 2016. Speaking during the post-match press conference, Nadal said there is no looking back and now has his sights set on the season ahead, where winning tournaments remains his main target.
You see it out there, how competitive was yesterday, how competitive was today. We tried our best. Just can say thank you very much, all the organization and all the sponsors, especially Mubadala for supporting our sport and for supporting this event for so many years. And I hope that's gonna keep going for a lot of more. And I hope to be back here soon. So just. The tournament is very well organized, and for me it's the perfect way to start the new season. I am playing well now. I don't work to be back. I work to be better than what I was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 5 months ago. I work to improve my level all the time, and I don't think about what's happened 5 or 3 years ago. I think about what happened yesterday to improve today, and that's my philosophy, and I work that way with that mentality. We don't live about the past, and at the same time I'm not talking about the titles that I had in 2013 or 2010. I don't want to talk about 2015 anymore. We are in 2016. I talked enough about 2015 during the past year, and I want to talk about today and what's going on tomorrow.